So the first thing I want to talk about today is Fuwamoco holding a contest for a jingle. The jingle will be 10 seconds in length, has to be original, yada yada yada, no copyright, blah 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 blah, details. Right? This seems like a pretty benign thing for a Hololive member to have. Holding a contest, and if you win, you get credit, you get a bunch of clout, and ideally you get a bunch of commissions out of it, right? This is a very common thing that we see in the big corporate VTuber space, but because this is Twitter, nothing can exist without controversy, so let's go over that controversy. Can't stand seeing big accounts like this fish for art, music, etc. from fans to be used free of charge. You have the money, pay a composer directly, or at the very least pay the winner a license fee. And also credit them for its use while you're at it, which, I mean, they always do. I've never seen a contest winner not be credited. I don't know where that accusation comes from. Then we have this, pay artists, all right? Or, cool, are you going to compensate the creator of the jingle that gets used? Or like, seriously, I don't see any mention of this and I would like at least a little bit of clarity on that end. So first things first, this contest is for a 10-second jingle. This is not commissioning an original full song. Now you might be wondering why they want a 10-second jingle. Well, if you notice at the end of every single one of my videos, I also have 9 seconds of music. That is the most convenient length of time to display an end card at the end of a video. And you obviously want music playing at the end of it. So I am 99% sure that is the purpose of it. It's going to be an end video jingle. And I genuinely don't understand why people are so upset whenever someone holds a contest without prize money, because entry is completely voluntary. If you don't want to work for free, don't. And the last thing, but also I feel like the most pertinent thing to discuss, is why VTubers seem to hold so many contests. Why don't they commission people directly? Well, first of all, they do commission people directly. Pre-debut, everything is commissioned. The quantity of artists commissioned for their backgrounds, their music, their model, their rigging, etc. You can't accuse them of not being willing to commission artists when their debut would be impossible without commissioning multiple artists. So that's not really fair. But the reason you want to do a competition, I can tell you from personal experience. When you're doing a commission, it is very common for you to look at the stated time frame, look at the stated price, and end up, after having a conversation with that artist, to have something that they immediately upsell you on and it ends up being more expensive than you originally budgeted for. And it's very, very common for the artist to go over time. Maybe they just didn't get around to it, maybe they had a major life event, yada yada yada. There's 101 reasons why an artist might not be able to meet the deadline. And while neither of those statements are meant to disparage artists, they have the right to negotiate for better pay, and sometimes shit happens and they can't get stuff done in their intended time frame. That's not meant to disparage artists, but as someone who is purchasing that, who needs things of a certain quality, in a certain budget, by a certain deadline, it's very inconvenient. But when you hold a contest, your life just gets 100 times easier. Your budget is fixed. Your budget is the prize money. So you're never gonna get upcharged. People either submit an entry or they don't. There's no wiggle room for this to spiral out of budget. And also, because the competition has a deadline, you're guaranteed to get multiple submissions by the deadline. If someone can't do it in the time frame, they can't submit their entry and you don't have to deal with those people. It immediately eliminates artists who could potentially throw a wrench in your plans. As far as awarding prize money to the winner, I do understand why people would say that there should be prize money. But here's the thing, awarding prize money can be kind of complicated because sometimes you encounter a situation where somebody wins the competition and then you try to get in touch with them to say, hey, you won, I want to pay you, and then you can't even reach them to pay them because they're busy or they're not responding, or you do get in touch with them and you want to pay them and they're suddenly like, oh, I don't take PayPal, can you use XYZ payment method, and then it becomes this whole back and forth. It becomes a whole hassle because they submitted it to the competition without realizing they weren't able to receive payment, even though it was on the goddamn plaque saying, this is how I'm going to pay you, but somehow they missed it, and now you're on the hook for paying them, and it's just a hassle. And ultimately, here's the thing. If you feel like I'm being unfair, that's totally fine. If you don't like competitions and you don't like submitting work without getting paid, that's 100% fair, and I harbor no ill will towards you whatsoever, because my objective isn't to make you feel bad for having standards. I'm simply trying to explain the motivation behind why consumers do things the way that they do. Oh, hey, look at that. He's got a new outro. Nice. This isn't part of the video. Edit this part out. The next thing I wanted to talk about is that Nijisanji EN is open for VTuber auditions. Now, long-term watchers of this channel might be dubious about applying for Nijisanji because of everything I've said that's negative about Nijisanji over the years, but I'm still not going to fault you if you want to apply. It would still literally be a dream come true to land that contract, despite how stressful it seems to be to work for Nijisanji. So if you want to apply, go for it. I wanted to play a couple of clips from Kiara and Calli as they've both spoken about the graduations of Magni and Vesper. So I just wanted to give them space to talk about the situation in case you were curious what their opinions were. As far as I'm aware, they're the only two myth girls to give an opinion about the situation.
Big ups to Crazy8. Thank you very much. I appreciate your super chat. This is not the place though to be speaking about these things. I was planning on addressing it at the end of the stream. However, I guess I might as well mention right now that I think everybody has kind of noticed, obviously, that 2 members of Holostar's English have graduated. We're not gonna skip it because I think it needs to be addressed because, you know, we did collab a lot. But I think that the press release that was put out is all that will ever be put out. So I think asking talents about it is not a good idea because nobody can really help out with that because nobody knows. But I think it's okay to be sad, and I feel for the Tempus fans. So I hope that you guys take it easy in this time, and I wish them the best in the future.
Graduation was announced for Holo Live English Stars for Magni and Vesper. I just want to say, don't ask me anything about it because I wasn't told any reasons, and as you have any connection with, yeah, see, you guys didn't even see it yet. I didn't have any connection with them either, so if you want to talk about it, then yeah, this is not the place. Yeah, I never talked to them, so I really don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, especially for Papa. That's really the most sad thing ever because Papa. Yeah, but nothing I can do, nothing I can say. I don't know any reasons. I really don't. I really don't. Now it's like so sad because that's half a generation gone. I wish them all the best going forward because that's unfortunate, really. But yeah, I really can't say or do anything. So I'll just pin that, I guess. I don't know what to say. Here, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, Crony and Calli collabed with them a few times, so that's maybe pretty upsetting for them. I don't know.
And the last thing that I will say before I end the video is that if you miss Vesper and Magni, you can always go check out Randon and Professor Lando. You can find Randon at Randon Nuring. He's coming off of a 1-year hiatus. And despite being a Hololive VTuber, Professor Lando actually never stopped making videos on his main channel. And fun fact, Magni Desmond's channel has 200,000 subscribers. His Professor Lando channel has 800,000. So I really can't be too surprised that Lando decided to ditch Hololive and stick with his main original channel. It's just doing a lot better than his VTuber shtick. Aside from that, that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below what you think of all the situations we covered. Bye, guys.